Welcome to school!
Ready?
Je suis contente de vous voir. Je vous passe mon ami River.
Kwe, River and Indigenous Cause, Kitigan Zemin and Donjawa. Nimajan Kitigan Zebi Kikanaba Nan, Pija Shig, traditional Algonquin territory. Kwe, my name is River Chinasco. I'm from Kitigan Zebi. I go to Kitigan Zebi school. Welcome everybody to Algonquin traditional Algonquin territory. I want to let you all know that Kitigan Zebi supports this cause 100%. We brought with us over 200 signed letters that we will be mailing today. Kachimi Gwech, thank you, merci to everyone here. Today, together we as youth have the power to change the world and make Canada into a better place. Gwech.
The goal of Have a Heart Day is to show solidarity with First Nations children in Canada and to demand for equity for First Nations children so that each and every child in Canada is treated fairly and can grow up happy.
Why must we be here fighting for something that's supposed to be our right? A human right. And this is a human right, but we're still being denied the basic necessities. Am I not human? I have a heart, eyes, feelings, and emotions. Cut me and I will bleed red. Push me and I will push back. This is the human nature. I'm sick and tired of being treated like a third world community in one of the richest countries in the world. I'm here to fight for the future generations of my people. I'm here to fight for change.
Let's listen to some of the letters.
As you know, to live a healthy lifestyle, you need a good job. But you can't have a good job without a good education. These children could grow up to be active citizens and be whatever they want in life. But that can't happen without a proper education and community services.
First Nations children's education is funded $2,000 to $3,000 less than a non-First Nation child living in Canada. Is that equal?
No! To deny Aboriginal children the same access to health and education that all of us here today have access to is discrimination, plain and simple. The Canadian Human Rights Tribunal is intended to be our safeguard against racism and discrimination, and as such, the tribunal has an obligation to hear this case and rectify this disgraceful situation. Our Prime Minister has no right to go to China and criticize their human rights practices, while here at home our Aboriginal brothers and sisters live in catastrophic poverty without access to clean water, adequate housing, and education. Why should Aboriginal children have the same access to health and education? As I said, the answer is obvious. Thank you.
My name is Evelyn, and I wrote a recipe that I think the government should make to help First Nation children. Here is the recipe. 3 kilograms of clean water, 2 cups of money, 48 new schools, 20 teaspoons of houses, 500 smiles, 2 kilograms of food, and bottomless of cups of respect. Thank you.
Everybody deserves access to proper services, which includes education. It shouldn't matter what race we are or what blood runs through our veins. Education isn't discriminating, but clearly somebody else is. Miigwech.
I want to tell you a sad story about a young First Nation boy named Jordan River Anderson. Jordan was a young First Nation boy who was born with complex medical needs and unable to leave the hospital. He had never been to his family home. Finally, when Jordan was 2 years old, he was allowed to go home, but the federal government and provincial government were arguing about who would pay first needs at home on the reserve. He died at age 5, never going to his home. There are many other sad things happening to Aboriginals on reserves. My classmates and I would like to stop those things from happening.
We came here today to say to you, Mr. Harper, have a heart. Think about it, Mr. Harper. They have frozen doors, no floors, so reconsider what you're doing and have a heart.
Dear Mr. Harper, I'm writing this letter on behalf of Shannon Kustashian. She had a simple idea that all First Nations children should have equal education to any other child. This is now called Shannon's dream.
She wasn't trying to change the world. She just wanted what you guys have, which is to go to school and be proud. And the government told her, I'm sorry, First Nation children, they're not a priority for us. And that could have broken Shannon's heart, but it didn't. And Shannon looked the minister in the eye and she said, we're not giving up. And then she said to me, he was nervous. You see, even the big rich dudes who sit in this building, you can make them feel nervous when you start to march. And that's what Shannon did. So today, you are carrying on in the footsteps that Shannon couldn't continue in because poor Shannon died so young. But she started a movement, and that movement has gone across this country, and that movement is not going to stop until we can say that every child in this country has the right to a good education. Okay, now we're going to sing a song, which is a song we wrote for Shannon and for all the young First Nation kids who are fighting for the right to an education, because they're our greatest resource. They're the diamonds in the snow. Now, who's singing with us? Get through these diamonds in the snow. Get through them away. You thought no one would know. So what were you thinking? Oh, didn't you know? Little diamonds, diamonds in the snow. You're doing good. On a cold, dark night, on a cold, dark field, but there's a light shining in the sky. It's just a light you might never know, but it'll light your way home. You threw these diamonds in the snow. You threw them away, thought no one would know. So what were you thinking? Oh, didn't you know? Little diamonds, diamonds in the snow. There was a child, she had a dream. She looked to you, and she looked to me. It was just a chance to make your world whole. She gave you diamonds, diamonds in the snow. But it's just a chance to make your world whole. So touch these diamonds, diamonds in the snow. Well, thank you so much.